guys, we are sitting in a cozy spot because I want to chat about how we are halfway through the year already. So today I wanted to just take a pause and kind of chat with you guys about the goals I kind of set for myself at the beginning of the year in January. You know, like the things that have shifted for me, the things that have stayed the same, the things that I'm not carrying forward, but also the things I am carrying forward into the next half of this year. Like, I truly can't believe we are already halfway through 2025. And today I just want to talk more about my mid-year reflection on my goals and the dreams that I set for myself going into this year and how I feel about everything. So, something that I do every single year is I create a vision board for myself, and I know that a lot of people do that. I created a vision board video last year that I can put in the description for you guys to look at, but this year I actually didn't create one. I did create a vision board, I just didn't share it with you guys, which is weird because I think the last 2 years I've shared my vision board with you guys, but I personally, for some reason, did not do that this year. But I did share my word for the year in a shorts. I think at the beginning of the year, I shared my word being flourish this year and like why I chose it and all that stuff. But I put my vision board on the back of my laptop and the back of my tablet. So every time like I open both of those, I see all the goals I set up for myself. So I kind of want to share it with you guys since that's how I kind of set my goals for the year. Is I put this vision board together and I say these are the things that I want to focus on. So I'm going to put that on the screen and we are definitely going to go through it. So on my vision board you will see that there is a lot of stuff about pregnancy and birth and all that. One of my focuses after finding out I was pregnant was just having a healthy pregnancy and then having a healthy baby afterwards. I put a picture of a couple hugging each other because I wanted to build more of a relationship with my husband and put more focus into us. I think that me and him last year went through a lot with, losing our first child and navigating all that and then finding out I was pregnant again. So I think we just went through a lot together and we grew together and we've grown closer and closer through this pregnancy. So building on that relationship with him was definitely one of my biggest focuses. Becoming better at content creating and kind of starting my YouTube Shorts creator journey. I knew for myself that I wanted to take a next step and really put my creativity out there in a different way, and shorts has become such like a big thing on YouTube, and TikTok is mostly like people putting short videos together. So I really wanted to take a step into that and try to see if I could do that, and that was like one of my big things. Getting back into podcasting again. I fell off podcasting at the beginning of the year and I kind of felt really crappy about it. So I told myself going back into this year, I really wanted to make that one of my focuses and getting back into it and getting more passionate about it. Focusing on my health with like eating better and taking care of my body. That every year is always one of my focuses, is just really to take care of myself and do the things that are going to be good to keep me moving along and living the best life I can live. One of the things I definitely wanted to do was romanticizing my life and creating a life of my dreams. Like for me, that's something that I just really want to do, is I really want to focus on what life would look like for me and what would make me happy and everything. So that was one of my things, is like, let's just, take a step back and create a life we love and live it to the fullest every single day. Connecting back to God, I felt like that was something I definitely needed to do and haven't done in a long time. I always put a future house on my vision board. That the one that's on there is a lake house, because me and my husband always talk about wanting to have a lake house and what it will look like. So I always put a picture of a house on there. And lastly, I put my word of the year, which is flourish. And to flourish means to grow, thrive, and do well, especially in health, strength, and vibrant ways. So like my two things for that is like I want to grow and thrive, to succeed in my goals, my dreams that I have in my heart. And I want to be more vibrant and full of life, which means like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, growing and feeling well. That's why I truly picked flourish this year, because I told myself like I need to kind of step out of my comfort zone and do things that I normally wouldn't do. And that's kind of like creatively going into creating shorts and all that stuff. And like, if I'm going to flourish, I really need to just like allow myself to step out of my comfort zone, do things that are uncomfortable, do things not so perfectly, and just like put it myself out there. And I feel like I have really done that, and it feels so good. If I keep looking down, it's because I did write stuff on my phone that I kind of wanted to pinpoint. So really, like, why all of this matters to me is because I wanted to set myself up for success. And I wanted to put my focuses in areas in my life that I have control over. Now I know in life you can't have control over like everything. Like during pregnancy, I don't have a lot of control over how my pregnancy goes or the things that happens to me, but I knew that I could have control over how I treated my body and the things that I ate and how I took care of myself. So there were certain areas that I was like, I can have control over certain things, but obviously I can't have control over everything. Again, in life, you don't have control over everything that happens to you, but I think you just learn how to shift and grow. And I think for me, that's like really what I've done. Being able to step into short form content to help create another creative outlet for me was so exciting, because again, with YouTube kind of taking off with shorts, TikTok has shorts, I really wanted to be able to start creating stuff differently. And when I went into this year, I was like, I'm just going to do one every single week. And I was able to do that every month. I was able to do one, short a week. I think within this last month and the month before that, maybe just this last month, I did like multiple a week, because I have so many ideas that are flowing and so many ideas that I want to put together for just like little snippets, that it was really exciting to me. And it again is a different way for me to be creative. It's a different way for me to figure stuff out. And I've absolutely loved that journey for me. Again, there's some things that I want to share that don't necessarily have to be a long form video or a vlog. And being able to put these like little snippets together and kind of just like chat with you guys and do voiceovers and everything has been so cool. And again, I love that I decided to do this. I love that I decided to put myself out there. And I am definitely excited with how far I've come with it, and just constantly I'm learning new ways to film things and put things together and put clips together, and that has been great. Relaunching my podcast was definitely a big part of my plan this year, because I really wanted to get back into something that I loved to do. I love podcasting. I love talking about mental health. I love sharing my journey. But I think I got so wrapped up in life, and I had to take a step back for my own mental health. And I kept feeling like, again, a pull to it and wanted to really get back into it. So putting that on my vision board, I was telling myself, like, this is your year. We're going to actually sit down and we're going to say to ourselves, like, go back over the podcast. Is this something we really want to dedicate time to and put our focus in? And if it is, then we need to take those steps to do so. So that's why I put it back on my vision board this year. I said, like, if this is going to be one of my focuses, then I really need to, at some point, focus on relaunching that podcast again. And truly, I think everybody in life wants to create a life of their dreams. And we all want to romanticize, our lives and the things that we want to accomplish and the things that we want to succeed at. So I truly just put that on there to remind myself that I can do whatever I put my heart to, and I can accomplish things that I don't or didn't necessarily think I could. Like, if I put my mind to it, I can truly do amazing things. I just have to allow myself to do that. And I think for a long time I was holding myself back from doing a lot of things because I didn't think I could. And going into this year, I just said, if I have a dream on my heart or if I want to do something, I'm going to do it and I'm not going to hold myself back. So that was like really big for me. And that's why I put it on my vision board to say, like, we're just going to live the best life that we, want to live. And we're going to live the life of our dreams, for whatever and however that looks like, personally for me. So where I'm at right now with it all is that I feel like I have been very successful in the goals that I've created this year, because in the past, I feel like I created these vision boards at the beginning of the year and these goals for myself, and I never really reflected on them or looked back on them. I feel like I would make the intentions to do so, but then never took the right steps to make those, goals and dreams happen. Like, I was putting these vision boards together, but I was never taking that next step to go back and look at it and say, have I done these things that I wanted to do? And I think last year I did that. I actually looked at my vision board and I said to myself, are the things on my vision board things I, have succeeded in? And I think I did that 6 months in, and there were a lot of things that I just I didn't. And I'm like, why am I creating these vision boards to not, do these things that I want to do or to create this life that I want to create? So I kind of said to myself, going into this year, we are going to just create a vision board that reflects us, a vision board that reflects the goals and the dreams that we have in our heart and the things that we actually think we can succeed at. And I'm not saying that my old vision boards weren't things that I could succeed at. I just think I wasn't in the right mind space to say this is what I'm going to do and I'm actually going to do it. I felt like I was kind of failing myself every year with creating vision boards, because I was it was almost like I was putting unrealistic goals and unrealistic things on there that I knew that I was not going to do. And again, this year when I put it together, I'm I'm going to put something together that emulates what I want and where I want life to go and the steps I'm going to put in a place to do that. And I feel when I look at my vision board, I have done mostly almost everything on it. And that makes me very happy to be, halfway through this year and say to myself, I have succeeded at a lot. And that just makes me so proud of myself. Again, with stepping into short form content has really opened me up creatively in ways I never thought I could. And I felt like my creative side was flowing again. Last year, again, I just think personally I went through a lot. And with my fertility journey, with getting pregnant, with having a miscarriage, and then getting pregnant again, my emotions were everywhere. And I think that creatively I was going through a lot that I couldn't be creative, and I wasn't feeling that way. I was, in my own head, and again, just going through with what we went through with the roller coaster ride last year. I just wasn't in it. And going into this year, I kind of just opened myself up again with being creative. I'm okay, how can I start, creating again and loving vlogging and loving creating shorts and doing all these things that I love? How can I do that for myself? So again, I just said, we're just going to kind of go into this year, see how things go, and just kind of flow with it. And I'm truly happy that I kind of stuck with my goals, with vlogging, still vlogging, and again, getting into shorts and trying new things and just putting myself out there, even through this whole pregnancy, sharing things with you guys and talking about it, like, I just feel like it has helped me overcome so much. And I'm not like holding myself back anymore. I'm truly just like, I'm just going to create to create. And if people like it, people like it. And some people won't. And that's perfectly fine. You're not meant for everybody. But I think that I'm truly feel like I'm beginning to create a life that I absolutely love. Like, I feel like creatively and everything that goes into it, I am stepping into a new version of myself, and I love it, and I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to see like what the rest of this year looks like for me. And truly, I'm just proud of myself. Like, I am proud of the vision board I put together. I am proud reflecting back on it and seeing how far I have come, and I'm like excited again to see what else I can do and how far I can go. So next I want to talk about what changed and surprised me. So I think what the biggest surprise, just not for me, but for my husband, was finding out we were pregnant again 3 months after losing our first child. That was a big surprise. That was a big journey for us. I feel like I have grown a lot through it. I have allowed myself to be emotional. I've allowed myself to feel a lot of things, and I've allowed myself to grow. I've allowed myself to learn how to grieve and be excited at the same time, and celebrate this new journey in life, and reminding myself that, again, life is crazy and can throw stuff at you that you didn't even know you were prepared for. And I am truly grateful to be in my 3rd trimester, have a healthy pregnancy so far with a healthy baby, and to now look at the calendar and say, like, I have 2 weeks before our daughter is born, and that's insane to me. But I am just really proud of the growth that I went through and the mindset shifts and everything that went into it, because it was scary in the beginning and I was terrified, but I am so happy to be where we are right now and to be still carrying a child and to basically have a healthy pregnancy, because that's all I could like ever ask for. One thing I didn't anticipate was how much I would crave softness, like physically and emotionally. Like, slowing down has been a blessing in disguise. I think mostly with being pregnant, I have to slow down and I have to think things through, and I have to, realize my limits for my body. And I think like the softness of everything and just being present in like every step of this pregnancy and every step in life and every relationship that I have has been really a blessing. I crave that softness, like the calm over the chaos. And I truly have loved it and felt so good. If you know, I think I've shared it before. And I think I did do a video about putting my planner together, or how I plan my weeks. But I've always been a planner. So planning content for each month has been so exciting and fun. And then, creating shorts and then coming up with ideas, creating a TikTok account. Again, it just has helped me so much creatively. Like, truly opened me up to a side I didn't realize I had. I always plan out every single month. I try to plan out every single piece of content. And again, being able to sit down and just kind of write down all these ideas that I have for each month, and all these video ideas and the shorts ideas, and kind of like going in my phone and like jotting down like how I would want things. Not vlogs, because vlogging I just kind of like roll with it, and whatever I film is whatever I film. Except when I did like the nursery vlogs, I did like plan all of that stuff out. But like with shorts, just like sitting down and kind of like planning out all the videos like I want to shoot and how I want it to look and how I want it to put together. Like, I love planning, and I love being able to do that again. Just like putting stuff together, looking at a fresh month and saying like, what can I do this month and what can I put together? Like, it's just so much fun for me. So being able to like do that again, and it kind of like surprised me of how much like I have missed doing that. It just feels really good. And again, relaunching my podcast and recording episodes again felt so great. You know, I've always felt this pull and so passionate about mental health, about talking about it. So getting back into it feels amazing. And again, I think that's another creative outlet for me as well, is I love sharing about my mental health. I love researching about mental health. I love creating episodes about mental health for you guys, and being able to sit down and record episodes again. I am releasing an episode every month in June. I've already started scheduling episodes for July. I am just so proud of myself because, again, I said, I'm putting this on my vision board. Is this something that I actually want to do? And I, you know, after I kind of quit working and I've had more time to focus on different areas, and I felt like good with my vlogs and good with shorts, I'm like, okay, we can actually add this in. I think for a long time I just had so much going on that I'm like, I can't add another thing in or another thing on my plate. And if I do add it on my plate, then I feel like I'm not going to put as much like energy and focus into it as I know I can. So now that I feel like I'm in a good place with vlogs, in a good place with shorts, I'm like, I can add this in again. So I sat down, I said, is this something I'm actually still passionate about, something I still want to do? And it is. I absolutely love podcasting. I love, again, sharing my story, sharing other people's stories, educating people, and I'm so happy to be stepping back into it. If you're interested, I used to do videos for it, but I'm no longer doing that for YouTube. I felt like that was just like a lot of pressure for myself. So I am just releasing audios on Spotify. So the first episode comes out in June. If you're interested in that, I will link it and then you can go over and start listening to it. But I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm proud of myself for taking that step back into it. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to, you know, get back into interviewing people and sharing people's stories, because that's a big part of my podcast. And in the beginning, I was really good at that, and then obviously I fell off. So I'm excited to get back into it and see kind of where that journey goes as well. So let's talk about the things that I'm letting go of. I'm releasing being a perfectionist. I didn't realize that I wanted everything to be so perfect for vlogs or shorts, and I think that was holding me back a lot. I didn't realize that, like, if something didn't look a certain way or came out a certain way, that, like, I was judging myself for it. So something I've developed saying for myself, which I think has been around for a long time, is just to do it messy. You know, film things without being perfect and truly just kind of, like, be myself, and just normalizing letting go of unrealistic expectations of myself. Again, I didn't think I realized that even with vlogs, I was trying to do things perfectly and I wanted it to look a certain way. And I told myself, like, I can't do that anymore. I just need to be myself. I need to do things messy. I need to put videos together and just, you know, like it myself. And again, if I put it out there and people don't like it, that's okay. But there's going to be someone out there that likes it, and they're going to share it with somebody, or, you know, they're going to like the video, and then that's going to put it out further and more people are going to see it. So I've just kind of released being perfect, released, you know, wanting things to look a certain way. Like, I just want to put stuff together and I want to feel good about it and just like let that go. And I think that could be true for you as well. Like, everybody, I think, wants things to look a certain way and may want things to be perfect, but we don't realize how much pressure that puts on ourselves. And there were so many times that I would put videos together and I was like, oh, I don't like the way this looked, and then I would refilm, and then, you know, I would still not like it. So I'm just not doing that anymore. Like, I am filming things, I am putting it together, and if it's messy, it's messy. But I would rather start putting stuff out messy and people be able to view it and then kind of just learn over time, than like constantly holding myself back and saying like it has to look a certain way, it has to be perfect before I put it out. And again, I think that has helped me overstep, a part of me that has been holding myself back. I've been holding myself back a lot with how I want things to look and how I want things to go. And sometimes, again, you just kind of have to like let it be what it is. So that's what I'm definitely doing. I'm just, letting go of the unrealistic expectations, doing things messy, and not being perfect. And I've enjoyed it. Like, it's truly has allowed me to just like record content and not worry about it and put stuff together and just be happy with what it is. Like, you have to start somewhere, and the more you do stuff, the more you learn, and the more like creatively you can put certain things together. And I think over the years with like vlogging, and now with like 6 months going into creating shorts, I'm still learning and constantly going along the way. But like the more I do it, the more I learn, and the more I can put things together and just have them be or look like the way I want them to look. But you always have to start somewhere. So that's what I'm doing. I am just starting, like at the beginning of the year I said I'm starting with shorts, just kind of going with it, seeing where it takes me, and I have truly enjoyed the process of it. So I think that's the why I like vlogging so much, because you can just like, you can vlog whatever and share whatever, and how it looks doesn't need to be perfect. Like, life isn't perfect, life is messy, and if you record that and show people that, it actually connects you more with people, because they're like, wow, your life isn't like completely all perfectly put together. And I think that connects you more with people out there because it's realistic. And for me, I just want to be me and be realistic and share those messy parts. So my new intentions for the next half of this year is truly being present for the rest of my pregnancy and stepping into my postpartum journey. Like I said, I am 2 weeks out from my due date, so literally our daughter could come at any time. And I just truly want to be present in this moment to enjoy these last moments of just me and my husband before our life changes, to go, on this next chapter of parenthood and motherhood and, this family journey we're going to go on. And it's just very exciting to me, creating cozy and joyful content without the pressure. Again, not putting pressure on myself to come back to vlogging, creating shorts. I am going to take some time off from recording vlogs. I did create a video about like my plan for the rest of this year, and my plan is just to take a step back from long form vlogs to kind of just enjoy motherhood and enjoy the time of being a first-time mom and all that, and my postpartum journey, all that. I'm just going to take a step back. I am going to eventually create shorts for you guys and put little things together, but maybe for like the first month or two I might not be putting out a lot. And like, to me, that's okay, because I'm like, I have to take a step back to enjoy and be in the moment of this next chapter of my life, and I hope like people understand that. But eventually I will come back to creating at first shorts and putting little things together and little videos for you guys. And then eventually when our daughter gets a little bit older and I have the time to create, vlogs again, I will definitely be stepping back into that, but it might be a while before I do that. And I just also kind of just like have to be okay with that myself, because I have been vlogging for so many years now, and like, I love putting out videos once a week, and like, I don't like not putting videos out for you guys. But I know that stepping into this next chapter, like, I have to just take a step back. I have to live in the moment, and I can come back when I'm ready and I have the time, because truly I want to just live slower and savor the little things, because I know, again, going into this next chapter is going to be so exciting and so new, and I just want to live in the moment. And I also just want to stay like there are so many of you that have been following me from the beginning, and there are so many of you that have found me going into this year and kind of know that I am pregnant and going to be, taking a step back. If you've been watching my vlogs and everything that I've talked about, like with motherhood. So I know that I might lose people taking this break, but I know there are going to be people that are just kind of waiting around, sticking with me to see like the exciting new life that I have and motherhood and all that. So I also just want to say thank you for being here. Like, truly, I've always said this. I make these videos for myself, but I make them for you guys. I am so proud of how many new subscribers I've gotten this year. I'm so excited and proud of just being able to connect with you guys. And when you guys comment, I always try to comment back on everything because I love connecting with you guys. And my vlogging journey has been so amazing, and I'm slowly, growing over time, but I love that I'm slowly growing because I would rather slowly grow and be able to connect with my audience than grow overnight and then have so many people that I can't connect with you guys all at once. So again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for continuously coming along with this, on this journey with me. And I hope that even after I take this break, you continue to follow along just to kind of see where life takes me. So, I just feel like recapping on, reflecting about my goals for this year has really taught me that I can achieve more than I thought I could. I can definitely do more than I thought I could. I can create more. I can be more creative. I can step out of my comfort zone. I can stop holding myself back. And I can truly just be me and be creative in whatever way that looks and share it with you guys. And that it truly feels amazing. When you take a step back and just do it messy, life becomes so much easier. And it has allowed me to, again, open myself up to being creative and being able to, again, create without being held back. I'm just going to continue doing things messy. I'm going to continue just putting vlogs and shorts together however they come out and share it with you guys. Because again, I feel like over time, I'm just going to always keep learning and adapting and, learning new ways to vlog or do shorts and put videos together. And the more I do that, the more I will be able to succeed in what I truly have for the goals for me and the dreams that I have for the life I want to live. So I would like to know, if you've made it this far, please go in the comment section and comment a heart, comment life is messy or do it messy, and let me know how you feel about being halfway through 2025. What are you guys proud of yourself for, succeeding in this far? What are you releasing for next year? What are you putting more focus on to help you accomplish more? What are you proud of that you've accomplished so far? What are you maybe okay, maybe I need to just let this go and focus more on, this area? Share everything with me. Again, I love connecting with you guys. I love hearing about what you guys are working on and what you guys are going through. So please let me know what goals you put on, what goals you have succeeded, what goals you're letting go of, and kind of what the rest of your year is going to look like for you guys. Again, I love sharing my kind of goals and stuff with you guys, but I want to hear your goals too. So in the comment section, let me know what your plan is, how you've gone, how this first half has gone for you, what the next half is going to look like. Share it all with me. And I just want to again say thank you so much for being a part of my journey so far this year. Thank you so much for, again, people who have been here for many of years. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your subscribing, your likes, your comments. I am truly just so happy you're here. Again, I've gained so many new subscribers just going into this year, and I'm so happy you guys are here. And again, that I truly hope that like you continue to follow along with me on this like crazy journey that I call life and into this next chapter of life. And I just truly am grateful for you guys. So thank you so much for letting me sit down and have this chat with you guys. And I will talk to you again